Students, in today's video, we are going to see the formation of acetylene molecule, that is, the type of hybridization carbon undergoes in acetylene molecule. So what is that acetylene molecule? Is also called as ethyne molecule, which is C2H2. So let us see the structure of C2H2 so that it will be easy for us to predict the hybridization. Students, you know that if I draw this structure, that is the dash representation for the molecule, it will be carbon bonded to carbon by means of a triple bond, and both the carbon atoms, they are covalently bonded to hydrogen atoms in this way. Always remember, the first bond which is formed between two atoms is always a sigma bond, and after the sigma bond is formed, the remaining bonds which are formed, they are all pi bonds. So on that basis, this is your sigma bond. This is also a sigma bond. Now out of those three, one is sigma and two are pi bonds. Now students, it is very difficult to study the hybridization on both the carbons simultaneously, and for that, to make the study easier, I will break the molecule in this way. I will study the type of hybridization on this carbon, and similar hybridized carbon from the other end we will overlap. So if I see this carbon atom is bonded in this way to the other carbon atom on this end and hydrogen on this end. Means it consists of 4 bonds. Now what is the nature of the 4 bonds? Out of those 4 bonds, this is sigma and 2 pi here and 2 sigma in this way. Means out of the 4 bonds, 2 are sigma bonds and 2 are pi bonds. Students, always remember, the pi bonds, they are always formed from the unhybridized orbitals, while the sigma bonds, they are formed from hybridized orbitals. Now, I have to maintain 4 unpaired electrons in carbon, out of which 2 I will hybridize and 2 I will keep the orbitals unhybridized. What is the concept? For that to understand, let us start for the hybridization on carbon. Here I am considering the first carbon, atomic number 6. Let us write the electronic configuration in the ground state. You have to follow Hund's rule while filling the electrons. Now here, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is your 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz is vacant. Now students, if you see the carbon in its ground state, there are only 2 unpaired electrons. How many unpaired electrons I require are 4 unpaired electrons, because I am supposed to form 4 bonds. And therefore, excited state is necessary. So carbon in its excited state. I will write the electronic configuration in the same way, but now I will excite one of the electron from the inner orbital to the valence one. So this will remain as it is, 1s2. Now the electron from 2s2 will get excited from here to this vacant orbital. So what will be the electronic configuration now? It will be 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So this is your 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. Now students, I have created 4 unpaired electrons because I need 4 bonds. But out of those, I have to show 2 hybridized and 2 unhybridized. And because of that, I will take those 2 for hybridization and I will keep those 2 unhybridized. So let us see carbon in the hybrid state. Students, you can see here that those 2 electrons, that is 1s2 electrons, they are not at all involved in the bond formation. Such electrons, we call them as non-bonding electrons, and therefore we don't consider them. You may not write them in the electronic configuration. So I am now not using those electrons. I am directly coming to those electrons. So this and this will mix and form the 2 hybrid orbits. So I will write here the 2 hybrid orbits. They are no more 2s1 and 2px. They are now sp hybrid orbits. This is your the first and this is your second one. So you have got two sp hybrid orbits and the remaining, now this and this I have used. So those two remaining, they will have different energy because they are unhybridized. So this is your first one and the second one. What are those orbitals, student? They are the 2py and 2pz, and they will remain unhybridized, and they are now involved in the pi bond formation, and those two, they will be involved in the sigma bond formation. Now let us see the pictorial representation for this. What will be the pictorial representation? You know that s orbitals, they are spherical. So first I will draw the s orbital, that is your 2s1. So it will be 2s1 of carbon atom with one electron. It will mix with 3p orbitals, but out of those three, only one will mix while two will remain unhybridized. They will not get mixed. So how to draw them? So I am drawing the axis in this way to show the orbitals. So this is your first p orbital. This is your second p orbital and the third p orbital with one electron each. Students, the one which will not get hybridized, I am shading that. So this is the one which will not get hybridized and this is the second one. I'll call this as 2py and 2pz. 2px will get hybridized. You can see here 2s1 and 2px1, they are getting hybridized. So what will be the structure now? If 1s and 1p, they are getting hybridized, I will get 2 sp hybrid orbits. So let us show the 2 sp hybrid orbits. So this is your first sp hybrid orbit. This is your second sp hybrid orbit. And this, they are remaining unhybridized. So I will show them the first one and the second one. One electron each, they will retain their shapes, and this is how they remain unhybridized. This is your 2py and 2pz. So they both are unhybridized orbitals. This is the hybridization on carbon atom, the first carbon atom. Now what will happen, students? A similar carbon with the same hybridization will overlap from this side. So let us see how it will overlap. So here I will draw the first carbon. So this is your first sp. This is your second sp, one electron each. This is your sp and sp of first carbon atom. Now I have to show the unhybridized orbitals. This is the first one and this is the second one with one electron each. They are unhybridized. So students, I am shading them in this way so that you can distinguish. So this is the first carbon we have finished up. Now let us overlap the second carbon atom from this end. So the second carbon atom will have the same number of orbitals. So this is the first sp orbital. This is its second sp orbital. So this will get paired here. Same I will draw 2py and 2pz with one electron each. Now they are also unhybridized. So let me shade them in this way. Now this is what is formed. You can see the structure, student. Now if you see the structure, what you are left with is, this is your carbon, this is your carbon, and this is the sigma bond what is getting formed. So this much bond we have formed. Right, students? Now what is involved in the pi bond formations that we have shaded? So this is what is your 2py and 2pz. This is your 2py and 2pz. So these are the hybrid orbitals. Now this carbon is got hybridized, this carbon has got hybridized, and now they have overlapped. Now what will happen, student? Two hydrogen atoms still remaining. Up to this it was hybridization on this carbon, hybridization on this carbon, and this was the overlap. Now two hydrogen atoms with 1s1 of two hydrogen atoms, they will overlap and you will get the final structure. So let us see what is the final structure. For that you have to draw the structure again. So let us draw the structure again. You can draw this simultaneously, students. It will be a practice. So this is your first carbon atom. This is your second carbon atom. One electron, electrons paired, and the one. This is the unhybridized orbital 2py and 2pz. 2py of the second carbon and 2pz of the second carbon with one electron each. So this is the structure, and now the hydrogen will overlap here. So this is where the bond formation will take place in this way. Now students, if you see this, let us mark what type of bonds they are. So for that, this is formed from sp of this carbon and sp of this carbon. So this is a sp-sp sigma bond. Let us see this. This is sp of carbon and s of hydrogen. So this is your sp-s sigma bond. Same here, sp-s sigma bond. Now students, what you have to do is, this is your 2py and 2pz. You have to take care that 2py will overlap with 2py. So the first pi bond I will show in this way. So this is the first pi bond. Same you have to show here. Students, you know that it is a lateral overlap. It is above and below the internuclear axis. So you have to show the overlap in this way. So this is your first pi bond. Which is this pi bond? 2py, or simply we call it as pp overlap. Second pi bond will be formed between 2pz and 2pz. This and this. So this is again a pi bond. This is your 2pz pi bond. So this is the structure. If you see the molecule, how it looks like, let us see the molecule now. This is your H, C, triple bond, C and H. Which is this bond, student? This is your sp-s sigma bond, sp-s sigma bond. This bond is your sp-sp sigma bond, and those two, they are pp pi bonds. That is p Z and py. This type of side 2 is overlap, forming this. If you see the molecule is linear, and therefore the geometry is linear or diagonal. Now what will be the bond angle? If you see the molecule is linear, the bond angle here is 180 degree. Now let us summarize the molecule. How many types of bonds are there? So there is one sp-sp sigma bond between carbon and carbon. There are two sp-s sigma carbon to hydrogen bonds. There is one 2py pi bond, and there is one 2pz pi bond. What is the geometry here, students? Geometry here is linear or diagonal. And what is the bond angle? Bond angle is 180 degrees. So this is about the acetylene molecule. Students, it's very important to know that if you see the orbitals, how many orbitals we created? There are 4. But how many actually they were involved in hybridization? There are 2. Means what we created the number of orbitals here for hybridization, they all are not involved in the hybridization, and therefore this type of hybridization, that is sp and sp2 hybridizations, they are also called as limited hybridizations. Limited hybridization. Which type of hybridizations you call them, students? They are sp and sp2, because all the created orbitals, they are not involved in hybridization. I hope you have understood the concept, how the acetylene molecule is formed, what is the way the overlaps takes place. So please do like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, students.